Redemption and purpose. He was a billionaire genius, but also a man lost in his own arrogance until an experience changed him forever. What can Tony Stark teach us about faith, sacrifice, and purpose? Tony Stark was the epitome of success. A genius inventor, owner of immense wealth, and creator of weapons that shaped the fate of nations. However, he lived a life of emptiness disguised as luxury and arrogance. During a presentation in the Middle East, Tony is captured by a terrorist group and mortally wounded. A shrapnel fragment moves dangerously close to his heart, but a fellow prisoner, Yinsen, saves his life by improvising an electromagnet powered by a car battery. While Tony and Yinsen work together to escape, Yinsen shares his faith with Tony, speaking about a God who offers redemption and purpose. He mentions John 8:12, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Tony initially resists, but Yinsen's courage and sacrifice plant a seed. After escaping and returning home, Tony shuts down Stark Industries' weapons production, shocking the world. However, he soon discovers that his own creations have been trafficked to terrorist groups, destroying innocent lives. Feeling responsible, Tony faces a crisis of conscience. He realizes that it is not enough to stop making weapons. He must do something to repair the damage he caused. This is when Tony designs the first version of his Iron Man armor, a symbol of his decision to fight against the darkness he helped create. At the same time, he begins to reflect on Yinsen's words and the idea of living for something greater than himself. Tony Stark faces a final moment of decision when he discovers that Obadiah Stane, an old ally, is behind the arms sales to terrorists. In an epic confrontation, Tony must use all his intelligence, courage, and emerging faith to prevail. In the middle of the battle, he remembers Yinsen's words in the verse from John 15:13. "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." With his suit damaged and his chances of victory seeming slim, Tony sacrifices himself by overloading the arc reactor to defeat Stane. Despite the risks, he puts the lives of the innocent above his own, finally understanding what it means to live with purpose. Tony survives the confrontation, but emerges a changed man. He declares to the world, "I am Iron Man," not as a display of pride, but as a public commitment to being an agent of change. Inspired by Yinsen's words and the teachings of Jesus, he decides that his life will be dedicated to illuminating the darkness and protecting the vulnerable. Tony Stark's journey echoes powerful truths from the gospel. Redemption is possible. Sacrifice is the greatest act of love, and everyone has a higher purpose. Just as he found a new path, we too can find purpose in Jesus, the true Savior. If Tony Stark, with all his flaws and mistakes, could find redemption and purpose, why not you? Remember, the call to be the light of the world is within reach for all of us.